Hi everybody, it's Robin with Uniquely Robins. I wanted to start off today. I have some things that I have made with other people's kits and stuff, and I wanted to show you, do a quick run through of those. I have to move this out of the way real fast, I'm sorry. I wanted to do a real quick run through of them. And I want to let my YouTube people have first choice at any of these things. I've had so many people ask me what I do with the things that I make. Do I sell them, or would I sell them? So I wanted to let my YouTube people have first choice at these before I post them on my Etsy store. So we're going to go through them real quick. If I don't remember whose kit is whose, please forgive me. I think I know most of them, but some of them I may not know who did it, or I may get it wrong. I do know that this was Natalie's kit from Line.Arrow, and this was the large flip through that we did, and I made sure I had extra room in there for people to put other stuff in there. So this one opens with a lace closure. I'm just going to try to go through these real fast because I have a bunch of them to do. Let me try to move some of these over here out the way for a moment. So I want you to be able to see best as possible. Anyway, okay. So this is Natalie's kit. This has a Velcro closure on it, and you open it, and it has flip up, and you can use this for photos. You can use this for journaling. I call it a photo journal book because normally when I make these, most people use them to put photos on one side and then tell about what the photo is on the other. So if I refer to it as a photo journal, that's why. It has journaling pages in it as well. There's 2 books and room to put 2 more. So you could have 4 books in here, and these are removable, so once they're full you can remove it and put the next one in. So you can save those and continue to use this part of it. And it has, you know, some file folders in it and some ephemera throughout it. So that is that one. I wanted to let, like I said, my YouTube people have first choice at these books. So if you are interested in any of these books, my email is below. I'm also on Messenger. I think that's listed below, but it's Uniquely Robins on Messenger. Just send me a message and let me know that you're interested in which one you're interested in. I should have numbered them, but if you just, you know, kind of describe it a little bit, I'll probably remember which one it is. Make an offer on it, and we'll go from there. Trying to make some room, and my craft room is pretty small, so of course it's bigger than it was when I was downstairs, but it is still not humongously big. So this one, I can't remember if this was a kit, or I think it was a kit, but I don't remember whose kit it was, and I apologize for that. My mind is just not real great here lately. But it has a tassel on it that you can remove. It's just on with a bulb clip. And it has a door hinge closure with a elastic band to close it with. Just has some plain paper. It's not a true junk journal because it just has the parchment paper pages in it, so it doesn't have like music paper and book pages and scrap paper, stuff like that in this one. I know that one was Natalie's. I can't remember whose this one was, and again, I apologize for that. That has a little booklet in the back for your extra secret thoughts in this pocket back here. But you could just call this blue, what is this, teal and white butterfly. So I'll know which one you're talking about on that. Let's just do this pile since it's sitting right here. Have this one we made with the junk envelopes. Now this one I know was a paper pack that I purchased. I can't tell you which one it was. But if you go back through and watch the video on on this, because all of these I do have videos on how they were made and things, so you can go back through and see how exactly it was made. If you're interested in it, it has pockets in the back. It just has some food coloring dyed paper in it. Not actually alcohol ink. This was just done with food coloring and water. I just soaked them in the sink and then dried them in the oven for that one. I do have some, just made some alcohol ink, so we'll be doing some more stuff with that, but this one was not, and I just wanted to make sure you knew that. That one I guess you could just call window frame, blue window frame, if you're interested in that one. This one here was, oh, I want to say Janie B's, but I'm not positive it was Janie B's. It has a removable, just a little clip here for the tassel for that one. Has some charms and beads and stuff in there as well. And then it has the little charms and beads at the bottom. I'll take this off so I can run through it real quick. Try not to make this humongously long. I may have to do 2 videos. I don't think this, I can't remember if this was Janie B's or not. It has the pocket in here where you can put your recipe cards if you wanted to use this as a cookbook. That's, you know, up to whoever gets it, of course. But it'll make a cute little cookbook. And it does have some recipe cards in it. This one was made using the brown envelopes. The large brown envelopes is what we made this one with. Has the pockets at the top with the cards and stuff in it. Let me look on this list real quick and see if I can figure out who it was. I want to say it was Janie B's, but I'm not sure on that. And I don't have it on my list over there. I thought I did. But you could just call this one the horse or horse / cookbook, so I'd know what one you're talking about. But as I said, just if you're interested, send me a message. Kind of describe which one you're talking about and make me an offer on these. This one here is the Lighthouse. We'll just call it the Lighthouse. It is the one with the I don't know what these are called. This is Shauna Momi. This is her kit. I knew as soon as I saw that flower that it was hers. So that you can unscrew it and change the pages out as you want to. Has a bunch of ephemera in the back that you can use inside it. I did not put pockets or do too much ephemera in this one. I thought I would let whoever gets it do that so that they could have in there what they want. Has some charms on the top. So this will be Lighthouse, and this is Shauna Momi's. I do know that. Stuck on that other one there. Okay, and then this one here is our expandable one that you can add to, and you can always add to this whenever you feel like adding to it. Has a pocket here on the front. The bunch of butterflies inside there holds a lot. These little pockets hold a lot. I put these butterflies in there just to show you how much you could put in there. How much it would actually hold. I'll probably put a few of them in there just for whoever purchases this book. They will have some stuff to play with. But I think that's all the butterflies I have left. So it has tags on this side, and this is the expandable one that you can open all the way out. And that's the same as these. I was just putting those in there for purposes of the video to show you how much it would hold. This will actually come, I won't say empty because I will put a few things in there for you, but it won't come with all the stuff that's in here. I just want to make sure that you know that. because this is a lot of the ephemera that I have. I will finish these 2 pages here. I forgot about that until I just opened that I hadn't done that yet. Things have got me all scatterbrained here lately, but each one has a nice pocket in. This is an ephemera holder, so you can describe this one as expandable ephemera holder, and then I will know what you're talking about. And any of these my YouTube people are not interested in will be up on my Etsy store in the next week or so. I just want to give people plenty of time to, if they're interested in any of these, to get a hold of me. Okay, now this one here I know is Janie B's, the gardening journal that we made together, and I will be making one of these for myself. It has some charms and beads on where I tied it together inside, and it's just tied together with some jute. I thought that and the tea-dyed lace would look really nice on this, and this is laminated, so you can throw it in a bag or something and take it with you if you're going on, you know, a vacation or something where I know once a year Put-in Bay, they have a big garden show. If you wanted to take it with you to take some notes, you'd have it. It won't get messed up in your purse because the cover is laminated. Just go through this real quick and show you some of the pages. Oh, that's a pocket. Okay, there's a pocket up here. I think this is the pocket here. There's a little tuck spot up the top there. Just a little envelope there, just pinned on, that has some ephemera and stuff inside that. There's a pocket here. Another pocket up here. This one has several pockets across the top. A little bookmark. There's another envelope there. Another pocket up at the top of this one. And some of the pages have the lace on them as well. There's just some ephemera pinned on there in case you want to use it. There's a little, is this a tuck spot? No. I thought that was a tuck spot, but it's not. These are a little pocket. Little pocket there. And there's a pocket at the top. Several of these pages have top pockets. And I put the pockets on the top on this because it's like a gardening journal kind of, and then that way if you had seed packets or something, you could put them in the top, because that's a very good sized pocket up there. Can't even talk right today. There's that one. And this was Janie B's kit. We'll just call this the gardening journal. Okay. And then this one, whoops. This is Banya Mishra's kit. This one's called Beautiful Houses, this kit. And this was a, it was a photo album. And I repurposed, and I'm trying to think of what that's called. Now I can't remember. When you repurpose something. But anyway, it's Banya Mishra's Beautiful Houses, and I just love, love, love this kit. And I just love this book, but you can't keep them all. So this has a bunch of little cutout pockets, plus it has a little fringe at the bottom, which I just love. I think that is so whimsical and pretty. Pockets down here made out of one of the little houses. You could put pictures in this. You could use this as a journal, you know, whatever you want to do with it. Another pocket there, which is cut out flowers. Another cutout flower with some tags. Another one there. I just love it when you cut out a flower and it looks beautiful as the page itself. And then when you put the tags in, it still looks beautiful. Doesn't seem like you're covering things up like you do on some pockets that you put on things. There's a little house there to make a tuck spot. And you could just call this one Beautiful Houses Journal or Album, you know, whatever you want to name it as, just so I know what you're talking about. It does have lace with ribbon weaved through it. I weaved the ribbon through it and then glued this down to the back of it, so it had a really nice, pretty back on it. So that's that one. Next we have this little one here, and I believe this was a paper pad that I used on this one. We could just call it, I don't know. Let's see can't remember this one very well. Okay, this is just a small pocket-sized ephemera holder. In case you're going away on vacation or something and you just want to take a few little ephemera pieces with you, you can put them in here and then, you know, put this in your bag and take it with you. And this is just a small ephemera holder. So you could just put on there a small ephemera holder with pink flowers or something like that. Has the ribbon closure. Those are just cards. Move those all the way. This one here. Oh, I should know who this is. Is this? I'm not sure if this is Shauna's too or not. I think this is Shauna Mommy's as well. Has the black lace and red and black lace spine. And you could just call it Red and Black Lace Spine Journal. Has some little, this has the silver on the corners. Has some little tag pockets there, different sizes all the way down. Just some parchment paper, some tea-dyed paper. There's a nice little pocket there and a little belly band on this one. There's another little pocket there. This one is a junk journal, so you could put Red and Black Spine Junk Journal because it does have the music pages and book pages in it. And tea-dyed paper, and it has the little lace flowers on the ties. Trying not to take a whole lot of time. It has several little pockets in it. These were made from junk envelopes, the little pockets were. And then this one just has a free ribbon closure. I didn't glue this tie down. I just run it around it so you could take it completely off and it'll be out of your way when you're journaling. Okay. This was Banya Mishra's as well. Using her kit. This is the Beautiful Houses kit as well. This is just like a file folder almost to keep your ephemera and things in. Any little pieces that you want to keep in here, little snippets or your ephemera, and that's what that was made for. And it just has a little elastic closure on the two little doorknobs. So you could just call this the expandable file folder. And now I know what you're talking about. This one is Janie B's garden journal, and it is, I'm trying to remember the name of the paper kit. It's, she has two of them that are like somebody's name journal. I can't think of, I want to say Amanda, but I don't think that's right. But it has a tie closure, ribbon closure that comes clear off, so you can put it out of the way while you're working on it. It has the little dangly on the spine, some beads and some charms down there. And this is a hardcover book, altered. That's what I wanted to say. That is an altered photo album. The Beautiful Houses one. The word I couldn't remember because this is an altered book. It is a book I bought at, I want to say the dollar store, and it would just seem like the perfect size for this kit. It does have some sparklies on the front of it, but I tore some of the pages out and saved some of the pages that we used in the book. And the pages that we used either at the top have a tag with a lace pull, or at the side have a tag with a lace pull. And the lace pulls are different depending on if it's at the top or the side. So you have lots and lots of pockets in this book. This journal has a lot of pockets. So if you want to put seed packets in there, if you're going to use it for a gardening journal, or whatever you want to use it for. So this is Janie B's, I can't think of what the name of that kid is. I think it's Amelia's Garden, maybe. That has a little journal in the middle that is inserted in, and it is actually sewed into the book. So it's not going to go anywhere on you. You can't replace that one out like the other one you could. It has a little, you could take this card here, well, that's an envelope there, and you got some tags in this little tuck spot here. And all of these have a video if you want to go through and watch the video to see how we made it before you decide whether you want to purchase it or not. That would be wonderful. That way you know exactly what's in there and how we made it and everything. So that is that one. And you can just call this the little girl flower, the little girl garden journal, and I'll know what you're talking about. Okay. This one here is a hardcover. This is Kelly Watson's kit called Witch's Cauldron. You could use this for a grimoire book. This is the one that we used and made it look like, I think it looks like tree bark or tree roots running across it. I love this technique. I think it looks so cool. So yeah, and we have some little danglies. This is removable. You can take it off if you prefer to write in it without it on there. Sometimes that helps a little bit. Has some little skulls and things on the side, and this beautiful lace here, and it has a velvet inside with a sequenced border. There's the little cauldron, and all these at the top are great big tags that come out, and you can write on the back of them. So this one, again, has a lot of those pockets. I seem to do a lot of that. I like to have a lot of room to put what I want to put in stuff. And this has the different pages, the different size pages. Every other page is attached, so it's a different size when you open it, which I think is just unique. Has a bunch of danglies hanging off of it, the sides, the corners of it. I didn't put a lot of ephemera in this. I didn't want to cover up these beautiful, beautiful images. But it does have, all the tags, and every pocket has a tag, and has some little envelopes that are attached to it. It has ephemera in some pages, and I did this again where I cut the bird out, so the bird looks great when you don't have the tags out, and looks good when you have them in. Then I have this booklet that is actually sewn into the book, so you have this is actually parchment paper that looks like tea-dyed paper, so it's real soft. It's real nice to write on. So you have your little journaling spots in here. And then you have your ephemera, little pockets and stuff. And again, you can call this is called Witch's Cauldron. If you just put that on there, I'll know what you're talking about. And again, on the back, it has the velvet. So that's that one. We have this one, which was made, I know, out of a paper pack. I cannot tell you what paper pack it was. I apologize for that, but it was probably a Stamperia, maybe, because I use a lot of Stamperia. I think they have really beautiful paper packs. This is a photo album. Of course, I'll take the picture of my granddaughter out of there. I just put it in there for, oops, I'll fix that. Can't believe I did that. My fat fingers in there. Don't want my granddaughter and my husband won't go with it. But it has a little journal over here. Has little pockets in each one of these to put pictures in or ephemera in, tickets. If you just want to use it as a remembrance book. And this does slide out, so you can replace it if it's full. I will definitely fix that. I apologize for that. The big pocket there. There's another one. This is also slides out if you want to, when it's full, you can take it out and replace it with a new one, which is probably what I'll do because I ripped that. And it has the little eyelets there with the tie closure. And we'll just call this what are we gonna call this one? We'll call it Purple Butterfly Mini Album. How about that? Okay, this one is, I know who this is, Melissa Barnes. This is Melissa Barnes's kit. I think I have a couple of hers. Beautiful, beautiful kit. I can't remember the name of it, but it is a beautiful kit. And this one opens up and folds out on both sides. You can use it as an ephemera holder. It does have lined paper, so you could write, you know, journal on the inside of that. Oops, I'm dropping stuff out. And it has a little pocket there, which that's what that came out of. I'm pushing it closed while I'm trying to put something in it. It has the lace on the back. Just a really nice little thing to take with you. And let's call this one Butterfly and Dragonfly. Melissa Barnes, if you want to put that on there, I'll know which one you're talking about too. These two here are one I haven't finished yet, but I will get this one finished. So we'll not look at that one just yet. That was kind of my thinking one, my prototype one. I think I might change this out to a lighter colored ribbon. I don't think this black ribbon really goes very well now that I'm looking at it. But it's just tied on the eyelet hole there. So I will probably swap this out. I think what happened was I was probably out of the pink that I wanted to use on this. So I just stuck this on there to show you. But this will have pink or white ribbon on it. I will take this out and put either a pink or white ribbon. This is also a paper pack, I do believe. I believe it's a Stamperia too, but I wouldn't swear to that. Don't quote me on that. It has the beaded on the back and the lace with the flowers on here and a little applique. Has a little key up here in the corner. Used to put keys on everything, but you run out of them. I love keys. It has a big pocket here to put things in. This is just a plain journal. It has some tea-dyed paper in it and some parchment paper. It doesn't have the you know, like the Edith Holden pages or the book pages or the music paper, so I don't really call it a junk journal, but it kind of is a junk journal. Just has some tea-dyed papers that I dyed myself, has some regular white paper in it, and it has some parchment pages in it. But that's all that is. But it's a journal that you can carry with you. I used to like to sit underneath a tree somewhere and journal when I was younger. So that was the idea behind it, was that when you're done, you can just tie it up. And like I said, I will change this tie because I just don't think that black goes very well. And you can just carry it along with you. You just stick your pen in there and attach it to it, and you got your take-along little journal. Sorry if I was flipping that too fast around and making you dizzy. I hate when that happens. This one is Melissa Barnes. Pardon, my brain doesn't work very good anymore. And this is just a little pouch to hold a few little ephemera pieces, or you could put stationery in here and carry it along with you. You know, just a little something. It would make a nice card for someone. We will just call this, let's say, the bird card holder. We'll just call it that for now. I can't remember what it was called. This is Mariah Scott Rustling. Is that right? Yeah, Mariah Scott Rustling. This is her paper pack. Something, the Seaside, I think is what it's called. We made this out of junk envelopes. It has a window here, so you can put whatever you want to shine through that window. It has this kind of a closure on it with the buttons, and the buttons are sewn on there. And then you open it. This is the holder for it. The holder is made out of cardboard. That is a cardboard holder that we covered. And then you have the little booklet inside. This is also a hard cardboard. This is what I made out of the, what did we make this out of? Discover Card, a thing Discover Card sent me. This was a little pamphlet thing that we covered. So we have the little pockets on here. You can put whatever you want in this window here. It has a bunch of pockets for your ephemera, and it has a little journaling notepad inside it. This one is sewed in. I couldn't remember if we sewed that in or if it was removable. But the ones that are sewed in, you could always cut those threads and just cover it up with a piece of lace or something so you don't see where the threads were. You could put a couple eyelet holes in there and run your elastic, and you could make it removable. You could make it removable that way. You know, if it's something you really like and you love the cover of it so much, you can always make them removable so you can reuse the covers. But it all folds up and goes in this little box holder. And even with the beads and stuff on there, it fits in there very well. We can just call this one the Seaside. Trying my hardest to remember what it was called. I think it might have been called the Seaside or Seashore, something like that. This one is also Mariah's paper pack. This is, it's called Purple something. Purple Passion, maybe? It's been a while. I think it's called Purple Passion or something like that. Has a little tassel on here with a bulb clip that you could remove if you wanted to. The lace and the beads on the front of this one. I love this color. I think it is so pretty. That is removable. It does have a little key on one side and a angel wing on the other. I love this color. This color combination. Purples. I like purples, reds. This one we did some different kind of pockets just to show some different ways you can do pockets. Mariah in her kits, she has different kind of pockets for you to play with, which is really cool. And then we made some of our own as well. And it has lace on the edges of the paper. Plenty of room to write. Little pockets for some ephemera. Little belly band here. I just stuck some of the cards in. You could write on the back of. You can write on the back of all the tags. This was a different kind of pocket that Mariah makes with her kits. It's a fan pocket, and there's like, if you watch her videos, there's like 4 or 5 different ways you can use these fan type ones, which I think are just really cool. They're really whimsical, something different that you don't see every day, and I like that. There's a pocket there. I think all of these are pockets, aren't they? No, maybe not. I could be wrong. This one has a pocket at the top. Okay, some of them have pockets at the top, and some of them have the pockets like here, the bigger pockets, for you to put stuff in. The belly band on this one. Pocket there. This has a big tall tag inside it, and then a little belly band on that side. Some little rhinestones that run across the back side, and nope, I thought it ran across the inside of that one too, but no, just the back side. So we can call this one Purple Passion. Little journal. It says like a traveler's notebook size. So we have that one. We have this that we made out of an old file folder, and it's magnets closed on the front here, and it has some really good magnets. I mean, those are really tight magnets here, so your stuff doesn't fall out. And you have a belly band here, or not a belly band, a pocket, a thin pocket here to put some larger pages in. You have some tags and pockets down through here. All these are pockets that you can put things in. This is kind of like if you're trying to organize your office. It has a belly band here, which you can slide a smaller notebook in. I don't have one real handy here, but they have the little lined notebook pads that you can just slide the back part in, and then you can have this to write on. And then it has the 3 pockets over here. That folds in, that folds up, and that closes that way. And like I said, it does have a real strong magnet, so even if you fill this up, you know, quite a bit, it's still going to latch good. And we're just called this the red paisley, because that looks like paisley to me. I don't know that it is, but it's a pretty applique on it. You know, if you want to put your dreams and stuff in there, whatever you want to do, it says dream big on it. That's why I thought of that. Let's just call this the red paisley office folder. I know I have other ones, but these are the only ones I'm going to get to today. I may have one other one to show you, but this is the kit that we made. There is a video on this, well, a series on how to make this. This is a junk journal kit. This is something you can give to someone as a gift that is just getting into junk journaling, to give them things to play with, and they already have some, you know, set guidelines to where it helps them out a little bit. Somebody who loves to do junk journals but is just getting into it and is not sure where to start, this is great for them because it is the whole kit. And I think I'm going to change this here to a piece of lace instead of this string. I don't really like this string so well. So I will change that out to lace. There we go. It has a little snippet on the front here, has a butterfly and a little rose, but it opens up and you have these pockets. This one's not so bad. And inside the pockets, then we have some ephemera. We have some ephemera that they have to work with, to do what they want with inside their journal. Just several pieces of ephemera in there, in that pocket there that they can put where they want. And this just tucks under the button. And then just, I don't mind the string so much in here, but I don't like it on the front. It has a couple little beads on there. It has the little homemade pin that we made. It slides into this pocket. You can put one in that side or some ephemera in that side, whatever you like. Oh, and there's a string, which was in here with the ephemera. This is to sew the journal together, so they have everything they need to get started to make a whole journal. Everything they need to make a journal is in this kit. Some of it's done for them, and some of it they have to finish off. And then in the back here, we have these two that they can put with their journal or inside their journal. Just has some pockets, and there's some ephemera in there as well for them to back or do whatever they want with. So a little pocket here and a little side pocket there on that one. This one has the little pockets throughout here. Has a little pad. This is the kind of pad I was talking about, but they have bigger ones for that other thing that you just slide the back piece in. This one we made to fit this one. So then they have a little pad that they can write whatever they want to on. So they have that piece. And then they have the journal themselves, and it's a plain journal. It's not sewed together. It just has the stuff for them to sew it together. So all basically they have to do is put the pages where they want them, round them or not, and then sew it into the journal. And then they can use the ephemera to make the pockets they want to make. They can use some of this paper to make the pockets. This is parchment paper, which I love parchment paper. I love to write on it. It's so smooth. It has some white paper, some pink paper. I think in there some book pages in there to make a junk journal. So they can make a junk journal out of it or just a regular journal out of it, whatever they want. And they can sew it right together and use all the ephemera to decorate it however they want. So it's basically there for them, and it'll give them a guideline to the next time they go to make a journal, they can do a little more themselves and a little more themselves until they get comfortable with doing it. I just noticed that it might be awfully dark in here, and if it is, I am so sorry. I forgot to turn this light on. Usually it's lighter in here and I don't need this light. I don't know that it's gonna help, but for some reason today, it is really dark outside. I hope you could have seen them other ones. Well, of course, most of you were with me when I made them, so you know what they look like. But, yeah, this one here I am going to change to lace instead of this. I think it'll look prettier on the outside. I don't mind it on the inside, but I don't really like it on the outside. So this is a journaling kit. So that way they can make their very first journal, and you've helped them out to get them started. Because a lot of people, they say they want to make journals, but they don't know where to start. So this way they have a place to start. And then they can add to it what they want, lace or, you know, whatever. And you can even put a few things with that, which whoever purchases that, I probably will put some things with it. Some little ephemera pieces, some butterflies, and a few little lace pieces, things like that. Maybe some things to make a tassel to go on it. I will put with that so that they can play around. Gives them something to get started on anyway. I did have one more I was going to show you. I'm not sure. I don't think I did a video on this one. Actually, I have a couple more. What are we doing time-wise here? Can't see it. I'm just going to run through these really quick. These are a couple that I made in the fall. I love the fall colors, and this is cloth. It's like an embroidered cloth. It has a sari silk closure here. And is sewed right onto the book. And I'm just going to flip through this real quick. It's just blank pages. It's just a standard junk journal. I didn't put any pockets in this or anything. I wanted to leave that for the person who purchases it so they could personalize it their own way. It has 2 signatures in it. And I just love this cover. And I still have some of this. I'm going to make some little needle books. We're going to make some needle books here coming up. I've been wanting to do. I've got all the stuff to do it, I think, now. And it just has a little eyelash and bead tassel on it with a little bulb clip, so you can take that off if you don't like it. And I left these plain because some people like them hanging out and like to put charms on them and beads, and some people just don't like them and they want to cut them off. So I left them on there. You can cut them off if you want. And I also left the little threads hanging because some people like that, some people don't. I personally, sometimes I do, it just depends, but yeah, you could cut these off if you want to, but I figured it's easier for you to cut them off than you can't put them back on. So some people like it. I don't think this one's not finished yet. This is one I'm working on still. This one here is another fall journal, and it is made of cloth as well, and has some paper things and some real buttons on here. I got some bead tassel here with just some funky yarns that were, just love to pet them. But that's removable as well on a little clip, so you can take it clear off if you don't like it at all. You never know, some people do, some people don't. And I stitched this on, I stitched, what did I put in there? File folder. I have a file folder inside this to give it some stiffness. And I sewed this on with my sewing machine using this leaf stitch. So it's like little leaves all the way across the borders, which I thought was really pretty. And it has some lace on the pages. Just a real nice fall. Some stamping in it. Has some little tuck spots in it. It has some lace punched out. Just gonna flip through this real fast. I don't think I have a video on this one. I did this before I started doing the videos, or little tuck spots. Not before I started doing videos, but it's just something I made on the spur of the moment, I guess, and I just didn't do a video on it. Has a nice sturdy tag there. One of the little specimen cards that I made out of a deck of cards. And we'll just call, we'll call this one, this red one we'll call Tapestry. So if you're interested in that, just call it a Tapestry book, because that looks like tapestry to me. And we'll call this one the Fall Cloth Journal. It has some beads, has a little key there, and a little flower on that side with some wooden beads. Just something real fall-like. Some tea-dyed paper in there, some stamping, some more punching. I just think that punch is so pretty. Just a lot of places to journal. Pockets. Doesn't have a lot of ephemera with it. This is kind of like a no fuss, just, you know, grab it and go journal, little tuck spots. But it is cloth, like I said, and it is sandwiched. There's like a file folder sandwiched in between to give it a little bit of stiffness, but it's still a soft cover. And this one just has little tassels I made to tie onto it. Sewed that with a zigzag stitch. But around the whole journal, it has the leaf stitching around it. I don't know if you can see that very well. I hope. But yeah, we'll call this the Fall Tapestry Journal, or the Fall Journal. I'll know what you're talking about. And then this one will be the last one. And this just has two closures. I thought it looked kind of cool with the two different ribbons on it. Those are run through and sewn through on the back side. This is kind of like a fall journal too, and it goes through here. This one does not have the folder in between. It's just material on material. So it is a real soft cover, and I just love this lace. This was an old curtain or something that I had laying around. And I just love this fringy stuff on it, so I left it on there. I did buttonholes here to put feed the ribbon through. It's got some beads here and some charms on there. This is a fall type journal as well. Just gonna flip through it real fast because it's just paper. I mean, it doesn't have, I don't think this one has any pockets or anything. This is just, it has more pages. Just a larger journal. Just a basic journal. Every time I make a journal for my daughter, she always says, more writing space, Mom, less pockets, more writing space. So I thought I would make this one for someone who doesn't like all the pockets and the tucks and the fuss, or they can put them in themselves. This has stuff to write. So flip through this. These are parchment paper. I have tea-dyed paper. This is tea-dyed paper. Some real pretty pages. A lot of this parchment-like tea-dyed paper, and it's like it's so nice to write on that. Parchment paper. This is like a parchment paper, this tea-dyed one is. And then some tea-dyed I did myself. Don't really want to call it a junk journal because, again, it doesn't have the book pages and all that kind of stuff in it, but it just has writing pages. So then these just feed through these holes. And then I always slip one through the back and one to the front. Always one to the back, one to the front, and then I tied it this way. Just was trying out some different closures and things when I was playing with this one. And I thought this was kind of a unique closure that I hadn't seen before. I'm not saying it's not out there, I'm just saying I haven't seen it, because there are so many different ways and things that people do that I have not seen them all. So we'll call this one the brown fringe journal. How about that? So if you're interested in any of those things, I did have several people asking me what I did with the things I make. And I'm running out of room. I usually just put them on my shelf up there, and sometimes we use them for gifts or whatever, but I have a shelf full. But as I said, I have a small craft room, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hardback journals that I have the covers for, and everything, close to everything together for, but I haven't got everything put together. So 11 that I'm working on right now, plus one that I'm working on right this minute is my commission journal. I will try to videotape that one too and put that up after I send it to her, so she can be the first one to see it. So like I said, if you're interested in any of those, let me know. Send me an email, send me a message on Facebook or Messenger, and I will get back to you as soon as I can on that. And just, you know, make me an offer. And I'm just trying to get some clear space so we can do some more projects. So everybody have a great day. Show your ladies below some love. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd really appreciate it very much. I've been down to 3 days a week right now. And sometimes that's a struggle for me this week. I have my good days and my bad days, and this week has just been tough. So I would do my best to get the other 2 videos up this week, because I will at least get 3 videos a week for now. And then eventually here, hopefully soon, we will get back to our 5 days a week videos. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel, like I said, please subscribe and hit the like button. I appreciate it very much. It means a lot to me. Everybody have a great day. I hope you're having a wonderful time and you're all healthy and happy. Show some love to everybody. Bye-bye.